What's up, YouTube fam? My name is Binta. Thank you so much for tuning in to Striving and Thriving, the channel that allows me and you to grow through life together. So just to provide some background information, I am 20 years old and I'm a senior in college. I know, I look like a senior in high school, but I promise it's all the truth. Anyways, as a senior in college, everybody's favorite question to ask me is, so Binta, what are your plans for after graduation? Now, I used to hate that question, and I never used to answer it because I'd be too busy laughing away the fear and the anxiety that that question brought into my life. However, nowadays I've become more okay with not knowing what to do with my life. Yes, you heard that correctly. This is not a video telling you that I finally found out what I'm going to be doing with my life after college. This is a video to tell you that I have no idea what I'm doing with my life, and that's okay. The future can be really scary when we don't know what to do, and that's not even just for students, it's for adults, those who have just lost their jobs, those who quit, or those who feel stuck in the same mundane 9-to-5 routines of life. We weren't meant to know everything that's supposed to happen. That's just not real, or else we would be overwhelmed with the amount of information that the future can hold. So, you know what? Shout out to God for letting us live one day at a time. I think that the main reason why I'm okay with not knowing what happens in the future is because I know and I believe that God has a plan for my life. In the Bible, Jeremiah 1:5. Hold on, let me go grab that. Alright, so in Jeremiah 1:5, God is talking to Jeremiah the prophet, basically reminding him of his purpose. And he says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I have appointed you as a prophet to the nations." And I love this verse so much because it reminds you of God's character, but then it also lets you know that what he spoke to other people during these biblical times can be applied to our lives. Like, it wasn't just set in stone for Jeremiah. It's something that we can read and we can say, wow, God's like speaking to me through this. That's the power of the Holy Spirit. Hey. In this verse, God is reminding Jeremiah and us as readers that before we were brought into this world, before our mothers delivered us, like, he assigned us a purpose. God wrote out our destiny. He created us with such purpose and plan, and when he created us, he gave us all different characteristics, different personality traits, different desires, skills, gifts, and dreams that we have now, and we still learn about them as we go through life, because it's not like you reach a certain age and God just gives them all to you. It's something that throughout time you learn to discover about yourself through spending personal time with him and just walking through life. So the fact that before I was born, he already wrote out the rest of my life, I'm okay with not knowing, because I know that someone who's so much greater than I am, someone who is more mighty than I am, someone who created the entire universe and created me, has it all taken care of. Now, that's not to say that I'm gonna sit here complacently and wait for him to let everything like unravel. No, I think that it's important to have some type of game plan, or even if you don't have any type of game plan, again, you should know what you're passionate about. I think that should be number one. I think it's important to discover your passions, because you need to find out what makes you excited about life, what brings you true joy, what gives you a sense of purpose. And if you're thinking, Binta, like, that's great and all, but I don't know my purpose, I think you should consider following and pursuing the one who gave you it in the first place. Like I said, from Jeremiah 1:5, he gave us purpose. He gave us purpose before we were even created, so he knows what we're here for. Consult the Creator to find out why you were created. If you don't know what your skills and gifts are, trust that they're there inside of you. A lot of people think that you have to know exactly what you want to do, you have to have these solid plans in order to succeed in life. Although it would be wise to have some type of game plan, I don't think you need one. When you have these solid plans, like, they sound really great, but if they fall through, what do you have? You can't lean on your own understanding. You have to trust that God is taking care of everything and that everything happens for a reason. Some people hear that quote and they think, cool, now it's time to chill out, max, and relax, all cool. No, instead you have to hear that, accept that things aren't always in your control, but still push on to learn something new about yourself or about the world around you. So if there were two main points that I could take to sum up this video, I would say number one, don't necessarily pursue a profession, pursue your passion. because your profession is something that could change over time. It's something that sounds very ordinary and not personal at all, whereas your passion is something that brings you joy in life. Your passion is something that gives you a purpose. And for my second point, if you don't know your purpose, you should pursue the one who gave you it in the first place. Strive to be okay with uncertainty. Strive to be okay with not knowing. Not having all of the answers gives us more room to grow in our faith, because then we're not leaning on ourselves, we're leaning on God. So even when you don't know what to do with your life and you find and you discover what you're passionate about and you kind of have a sense of your purpose, it's okay if you don't know where to go after that. I think that you should pick a direction and just walk in it. Just do it. Because the more time you spend on trying to make things perfect and trying to have these solid plans to walk forth in, the more time you're wasting, because you're going to be so occupied with all of the details that you won't be able to start working on any project. Alright friends, I think that's it. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If you really liked it, you should hit that thumbs up. And if you kind of liked it, you should still hit that thumbs up too. Don't forget to comment, please subscribe, and hit the bell so you get the notifications for when I post my next video. Feel free to follow me on my social media. I have Instagram and Snapchat. Follow me at officialbinta. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day / rest of your week, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!